get minutes. You have to be able to defend your position, and I think that's improved a lot. And guys, with Harden's continued development at both ends, he has a chance to become a star player for this young team.
He can do it all, Doris. Pass, shoot, special talent.
I agree, Kevin, and his passing is really underrated. I mean, he can create for himself and others.
And back to Miami, you know, Clark, road trips aren't easy when you're the villains of the NBA, and there's no doubt that wanted poster in the NBA has got a picture of that Miami threesome out there, huh?
I agree, no doubt about it, but I think that also helped them come together. You know, teams typically do a good job of bonding when they're on the road. That us against them mentality, nobody fool you, and quite honestly, really good teams and players enjoy winning on the road more than they do even winning at home.
Wade kicks to Bosh. Picked up by Collison. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Jackson, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And it's tied up with that one.
Quite the interesting season for Chris Bosh last year. I mean, obviously more team success than he really enjoyed in Toronto, but individually, his numbers dropped a bit. I don't think it bothered him, though. He wanted to win.
Gets it to go.
You know, a recipe for disaster, Kevin, is letting him get that free near the basket.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade.
That's a poor possession. You just give away the ball with a sloppy pass.
Cole's checked in for Miami. Here is Harden. He's got 7. Well, talking about Bosh's numbers from last season, Steve, his rebounding and his field goal percentage did drop off from the year before.
Well, and his shooting percentages last year were really in line or even above his career numbers. So I thought Bosh had a good season. It just took him some time to kind of adjust to playing with his new team and a new style. But ultimately, Bosh made a big impact down there.
The Heat making a switch here. Battier's checked in.
Now we'll see what happens here. You got to be aware that's your second foul. The question is, do you keep him on the floor or not?
And Miami has possession. 4-point game. Collison gets the whistle for blocking. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, they're still early in the quarter, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Wade. Bosh kicks to Battier. It's Ibaka picking him up. Powers down the dunk.
When in doubt, punch it down.
As easy at 2 points as you can get.
Safe to say that's a pretty high percentage shot, guys.
Jackson dishes to Harden. Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here is Durant. Back to Collison. Battier with the steal. It's Ibaka picking him up. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
You know, one key for the Thunder, why they're so tough. They do a great job on the glass. Everybody boxes out. Their perimeter guys are long and athletic. An excellent rebounding team.
Here's Wade. Cole. He's covered by Collison. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 6. And Steve, you mentioned the Thunder's good rebound. Let me carry that through. Last season, they had the 6th best rebound differential, Clark, in the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, you know, with the midseason addition of Kendrick Perkins, they should only get tougher on the glass. I mean, he takes up so much space and understands his role. They're young, but already a big physical team, which doesn't bode too well for the other squads in the NBA going forward.
How about Kevin Durant for Oklahoma City? So low maintenance. Signed that long-term extension with the Thunder. Doesn't mind playing in a smaller market. Just wants to play basketball and win games.
And here's LeBron outside. Here's Bosh. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's on Kevin Durant.
What What a great game for Bosh in this one. 9 points and a steal.
Boy, what a terrific effort from him in so many ways.
You know what? He's been just as good offensively, guys, as he has been on the defensive end.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for the Thunder. Steve, you mentioned Kevin Durant's extension with the Oklahoma City Thunder in a summer that saw all the fanfare, and Kevin Durant with the slam.
There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate that throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one. I thought Kevin Durant did a nice job last year of cutting down on his turnovers and becoming a more efficient offensive player. And that's important for him to continue to improve as he goes on in his career.
6 to shoot. Here's LeBron. And he converts the layup. LeBron's now got 10 points.
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. You know, Steve, speaking of Durant cutting down on his turnovers, he's still working on his playmaking and increasing his assist numbers. He said he'd take great pride in that number growing over his career.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's the next step, I think, in his development when you look at him. I mean, he attracts so much attention because he is such a prolific scorer. As a result, he'll have a chance to create a lot of opportunities and easy shots for his teammate, and he'll develop that part of his game, I'm sure.
And the Thunder making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Mike Miller's checked in for Miami.
Boy, good anticipation. A solid play to pick off that entry pass.
Nattier, the pass to Bosh. Jumps up, and he hits it to tie the game up. Bosh has got 13.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Here's Sefolosha. Another shot, and he finishes on the layup. Collison's got 6 points in the quarter.
A tight game here, and neither team has been able to gain an upper hand on the backboard.
Well, both teams really getting after it.